after seeing them pictures of Imani's scar, she needs to sue her doctor, and then we need to sue her for wasting our time, because this should not have even went to trial. Y'all, this is day 2 of Cardi B's assault and battery trial. Now, they have the plastic surgeon that did the work on Imani on the stand. Now, he needs to be sued because he is saying that it was this deep cut on her face and that it was like 2 or 3 marks on there, which lets him know that it came from a fingernail because the one in the middle was a little bit deeper, which means the middle finger. Listen, this is the picture. I just know you fucking lying. That is the picture of the scar. I don't see nothing but hyperpigmentation, which could have came from her weight. And that's not me being funny. They said that she was diagnosed with being obese. So that could have came from that. Y'all, she was in 2 car accidents before going to this plastic surgeon. She is saying that she went to another plastic surgeon at first who told her that it might take at least a year for the full scar to build up so they can do the work on her. But that plastic surgeon has died. The stories are all over the place. Like, I don't just take up for celebrities. I'm going to call it out. If you right, you right. If you wrong, you wrong. And I'm going to stand on that. However, this feels like a money grab. I don't know. We're on break right now. As soon as I find out more, I'll let y'all know. The plastic surgeon in Cardi B's case said the victim's injuries came from a right-handed person. Cardi B is left-handed. Y'all, that plastic surgeon has went back and backtracked on a lot of his statements. Now, at first, he was saying that this had to most definitely come from nails because the middle one was a little bit longer, like the middle finger. Now, he is saying that it could have came from anything, many different possibilities. On top of that, we've had the victim's mother and grandmother to take the stand. Not going to really hold you there. All they got on there basically is said that either they saw the scar or they were told about the scar, and they saw that it had her really depressed anytime a Cardi song would come on, and that she was a fan of Cardi at one point. Besides all of that, we had a workman's comp therapist, or a therapist she saw through workman's comp, take the stand, and this person she talked to right after the incident happened within the same year made no notes of seeing any kind of scars, any kind of bruising, anything like that. Now, they were checking on her mental well-being and all of that. And if you go to talk to somebody about your mental well-being and you have marks on you, bruises on you, anything like that, they're going to make note of that. On top of that, the paperwork is not matching up what Sister Girl got on this stand and said. So the paperwork said that her and Cardi got into a shouting match, and Cardi was pointing in her face and almost touched her face, almost scratched her face. That is not the same thing as saying that Cardi injured you. Y'all, Cardi B is officially on the stand, so I will come back with the final update later on today.
Speed walk, but I feel her behind me. Then I hear her talking like, oh my God, Cardi B is here. So I turn around and she had her phone. She didn't have it here no more. Now she has it here. And I asked her, yo, why are you recording me? And she's like, oh my bad. But then I'm walking and I feel her still following me. I turn around again and I'm like, why are you following me? She's like, because I can. You're invading my privacy. And now we're like chest to chest practically. So I keep telling her, like, you need to back up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this girl's big. She's big. She got big black boots on. And I'm like, damn. Cursing at each other. I did call her the B word. I did call her a bitch. Like, bitch, get out of my face. I did say, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You're in my face. You're screaming in my face. Kept telling me, like, you're going to leave my building. I'm like, I'm not leaving. Like, how you harassing me? I'm not leaving. And you telling me, how you telling me to leave? I came to see a doctor. You following me. You're recording me. I'm just trying to check my cat.
Cardi B is a funny ass woman. I am sorry. She has had everybody laughing. Me, the judge, the other attorneys, the jurors, hell, probably even the victim at this point. Y'all, they started questioning Cardi B, and they first start off with the question they're not supposed to ask about her gang affiliation. They had already discussed before this trial that they would not go down that route. Now, they also started asking her questions about discovery, and at this point, the judge got pissed off. He got pissed off to the point where he called a break and kind of went into the attorney. He was like, listen, you're asking her discovery questions. You're trying to impeach her, and you're not doing it. The same stuff she said in her paperwork, she's saying it right now, so you're not impeaching her. On top of that, you're asking about the security guard. So basically what they're trying to do is get the security guard's name in and to let the jurors know that Cardi B did not turn in the security guard's name. But like Cardi said, the security guard was downstairs. She did not want him knowing that she was going to get her a JJ check. So he didn't even know what was going on until she told him. All he know is hearsay.
No, I didn't want him to know that I was going to an OBGYN. Well, first, I didn't want people to know that I was pregnant. Second, I was a little like, I don't want a guy that I work with to know I'm going to a vagina doctor.
And then Cardi starts talking about when her and the lady get into it and they're in each other's faces. Now, she starts to talk about how big the woman is. And she's like, this is a big ass woman. And she got on some big ass black boots. So she said, I kind of was a little bit intimidated. Y'all, somebody got in between them, and apparently the victim reached out to like the person who was the receptionist 2 months after the incident, but that person said they were not getting involved in this. We already know that she got fired for her behavior while at work, because you're not supposed to be recording nobody or taking pictures of them going inside of a doctor's office. Cardi B will still be on the stand tomorrow. I think they're going to start around 9:30 a.m. and as soon as I have some more information, I will let you all know.